Hello, everybody. This is General Content Kata with the Suicide Donkeys, and you're looking at the #1 alliance. Not quite yet, but soon. Stay tuned for that. Now, I had a report here. Secretary, where's my report?
General, here's the report on the SV meeting.
Thank you very much. All right, we're looking at this right now. Oh, I see there were 7 in there. It's quite interesting. All right, so here's what happened. SV had a meeting. 3 different leaders from 3 different alliances contacts me. 2 of them I got to keep under wraps because they said they didn't want to get involved in it, but one decided they did want to get involved with it, and we're pretty teed off on some of the language that was used in the meeting. I don't know if it was a misunderstanding, miscommunication, or it was just legitimately said and stated and put, even thought emotionally by the leader of the SV, that certain players with certain tag amounts really didn't add up to anything. They were nobodies. So if this is the mentality, yeah, it's not gonna work too well, man. Here's how the suicide donkeys work. All right, say every member is a drop of water, right? Fresh, clean water, and what I do is I pull on the cloth. They're all gathered on the cloth. I pull on that cloth, and they all clump together and form this big old beautiful dew of fresh, clean water. We all flow the same way. We all rise with the tide, and we all push forward. All right, that's how I do it. But from what I've seen, man, it seems like SV is pulling all these members everywhere. Pulling a little player here, hardcore tag holder. He's pure mercury. This hard tag holder, he's pure liquid lead. You got liquid iron. You got a little water here, a little pollution here, a little shit here. Alright, so when he pulls on the cloth, they come together. They don't clump together to form one. They're all trying to battle each other to get on top, right? So, by doing this, you're not going to have really a good, solid alliance. Well, what happened is, I guess he's trying to pull the leaders together and everything to go against us, which really isn't going to work because, even though I don't talk to all these leaders of these other alliances, I have over the time formed like a little bond, and they have respect for us, and I have respect for them. Now, I do rant, and I talk a lot of shit on videos. That's what I'm supposed to do. That's my job. That's part of the job, is being a leader, to motivate my troops. How I feel about it being right or wrong really isn't a question in my mind or an issue. Now, if it was me, I'd rather see more alliances come up in the 100,000 tag range. This is a positive for us. As most of y'all know, the battle wheel is kind of messed up, I'm lucky enough to be only at 5,000. But that luck's going to run out soon, probably by the end of this week, because I am going to try and push for 7,000 tags. But when we look at the battle wheel, like I said, I'm still lucky to get some of these higher level tag holders. Here's a bandit base right here. I'll take advantage of real quick. But then you got these lower tags. You know what I mean? Now, when you get up to the 10,000 mark, that's all you're going to have on there is these lower tag holders. Now, with these lower tag holders, really the game just becomes a farming game. It becomes like Farmville. There's no challenge in it, nothing. Now, the problem is they have tags. Unless you're on the battle wheel, you can only attack players that are within 1,000 range of your tags, which I think is BS. It should just be based on your command center. If your command center is a 9, you should be able to attack any player with a command center 9. If it's 8, any player with an 8. Outside of that, you want to use the tags kind of thing, then you can revert to the rules they have set where you can attack within 2 command center rankings of your command center. So like my command center, and I know it's called command bunker, I get it from other games, but anyways, it's command center for today, damn it. Alright, so it's rank 9. I should be able to attack 7 and 8 within my tag range, and I should be able to attack anybody with a rank 9. Now, this is how you can do a proper war. This is how you can battle, but we don't have that capability. We don't have that in game, so it's a big issue and a big problem. So, let me go ahead and skip that information, and I will do a future video to 5-5 Gaming about that, because it is BS. Don't get me wrong, I love the taking advantage of these tags and gaining the ranks and gaining the tags and levels, but really, even if the game was fixed, it really wouldn't slow it down. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of abandoned bases, rank 9 abandoned bases, and a lot of easy rank 9 bases. As well, the max out bases, you're still going to pull at least 2 stars, even if you don't have your stuff maxed out. Now, one of the players in my alliance, his units are so weak, it is freaking crazy. I mean, he's crazy weak. I'm talking about rank 3 planes, and I mean, it's just low. And that's import. Now, I want you to look at import's tags. Now, he didn't start getting to this easy tag range until he got to 3,600. And as y'all know, man, that's the hill to climb, is to get 3,600. And it's a freaking hard hill to climb. You will not run into low levels. You're fighting maxed out bases all the way to that point. So if import can get these weak units and take out these strong bases, that means he's got more skill than most of these players who got maxed out everything. All right, you see where I'm going with this? All right, so the excuse that people just gain tags and stuff like that, easy tags, no, you got to get to that 3,600 lump to get there. And to get there, you have to have some kind of skill. Now, as your reward when you get there, all these easy bases open up. It's like breaking down a wall, and then once you break down the first wall of the fence, moving into somebody's castle, you got all these little houses and farms and churches and temples and all this, which are easy prey, easy target for the army just to run right through. Well, it's the same situation here. Once you get over that hump, get over through that wall, pretty much you're down to a bunch of easy bases. Now, it kind of falters because once you get to the 10,000 range, you want to have that war. You want to battle the other alliances. Now, if I look at the English Lionhearts, as you see, a lot of us have to get to the 2,300 range to fight just these 4 members right here. That's it. That's all we'll be able to fight. These are the only players that are going to be within our tag range, plus probably 5 or 6 more in game elsewhere, spread out through other alliances. So everybody's fighting just these handful of players, and that's it. That's all you got. You don't have anybody else. Zeus, like say I wanted to fight Zeus, I would have to get to 26,005 to attack him. Once I got to 28,006, he's no longer within my range. I cannot attack him. He will never show up on my battle wheel. So it's really completely screwed up. Now, this game's always had it where there's low levels on there, right? It has never changed. But it's never been this weak and this pathetic, once you get to that 10,000 tag mark. Now, I had an argument with somebody about this. It doesn't matter what level they are, because it's just as easy for me to 3-star somebody with a rank 9 command center as it is to camouflage anybody on 8 or 7. It makes no difference to me. I'm not gonna lie, there is some 9s that I only get 2 stars on, and that's primary because my mortarmen aren't maxed out and I always run out of time, because you can't just rush the beaches. You got to go ahead and take out key positions in order to take those. Now, I know in videos in the past I always get 2 stars. Now, I've always done that on purpose. I never wanted to do 3 stars on video, but I think I'm going to change that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start any battles I do in the future will be 3 stars when I do on video. As you know, I do my videos live, kinda. I don't really script them. I just kind of roll with them and I rant as I go and stuff like that. But we're not going to pick on the English Lionhearts today. I'm going to let that lie for a little while. He's nice enough, it seems like, to let us close in on him so we can have a proper war, so that's cool, So when we get up there, we'll see how active both of our alliances are and how hardcore we can beat the hell out of each other. Alright? So, now, we got the issue with Stone Vengeance. They're not really making too many friends. I don't know how much support they have. I don't know that information. All I have is the intel that other players have given me, and I can only go by the detail of that. Alright? As I said, one of the players we're backing up, their mentality is kind of the same as ours as far as brotherhood and keeping the alliance together and looking out for your team and looking out for your alliance. They got the same kind of mentality, and they're really trying to push hard and really trying to get somewhere, and that's the Demented Soldiers. Now, we're going to have like a ceasefire slash kind of an alliance deal going with them to attack Stone Vengeance. I don't want none of the Suicide Donkeys to farm these players. If they attack you, cool. It's alright, man. As long as they're getting the tags, nobody else, it doesn't really bother me, and it'd probably be more beneficial if they get the tags off us than somebody else. Now, their leader already said do not farm or attack the Suicide Donkeys. I told them that, if you want to attack me, that's fine. I'd rather y'all put me in camel than somebody else. But you know, they're gonna stick with their guns, man. They're a real loyal group to their leader, which is awesome, man. That just shows that their leader's got some great leadership. There is two targets in their alliance that I want to hit, but I'm gonna let sleeping dogs lie, and I'm not gonna go kick a dog. So we'll let these two players, kind of just, just go to the wayside. Even though one actually beat me in an argument because it was like arguing with my kids, and you can't win. And on top of that, it's a woman, so she's always right. So it was just no winning that. So I officially have lost my first argument with a player. So it was freaking crazy. Now the only problem I have with the alliance is they got 3 6s in the title. As y'all know, I'm a Christian, and that kind of tweaks me a little bit, but I'm not judging their players or their leadership or their character based off that. It's just certain things I don't really play with, and that's just one of them and stuff like that. But at the same time, as I said, we're not going to farm them. Hopefully they come up. Hopefully they start pushing, and they actually want to see Stone Vengeance live. Now, as far as pulling players from other alliances, man, that's all sweet and dandy. I already told you the whole thing about pulling all these elements together. They don't fit. They just, they're just not going to combine. It's just not going to work. All right. However, if you are in an alliance, you're an alliance leader, your alliance is just not working out, nobody's really active, they're just too passive, you want to be in a more aggressive play style, contact me. I only have limited room. I do not kick my players based off just tags alone. Now, I have dropped players because they weren't able to pull them tags up, but that's because they're not active. And if I got players that are not active, it's not fair to the players that are, because my team is working their asses off to get to the top, to get to first place. It is not fair for them, for me to be pulling low tag holders no matter how cool you are. That's why we have that's why we have Suicide Donkeys beta. Please join the beta. The leader in there is inactive because she's just there to hold the place for the alliance. She's not running the alliance. I am. Keep an eye on it. When it gets up to 40, I might start filtering troops and filtering players through. But until that time, it's pretty much there. Just go there. Let yourself get, stand out. I do keep tabs of it, so I will know what's going on when you do it. So, actually, we're going to look up I haven't looked up that alliance today, so we're going to take a look at it real quick. See, there's 15 players there, so that's pretty good. There's not really anybody sticking out right now. We did have a player with 2,500, but they're not really gaining tags. And not really anybody sticking out right now. But if I see a player sticking out and we got room, then cool. Now, if I got players that just do not play no more, some players have told me they're not going to play anymore. I got, I think 5 spots right now where players have just stopped playing, or they contact me and said they're not going to play no more. One of those spots I'm not going to give up. I've been with them a long time. Even though they're inactive, I'll probably keep them in. But it just depends on how the tides turn. But if you want to join, I'm looking for players. I got about 3,000 tags. As I said, the reason I'm doing this is because it's not fair to these players that have been working their ass off to get to the top. If I start knocking off players because they're inactive and they got like 2,000 plus tags, none of the high tag holders, nobody over 3,000 that active, except for one. But if I start knocking off these players and bringing in low tags, that hurts the morale of the players that are pushing so hard. They got to push even harder to go ahead and make up those tags that were lost. So it's not fair to them. So that's why I'm looking for exactly 3,000 tags or more. So that way I know you're active, I know you're dedicated, and you're not going to come in the game all excited and gun-ho for 2 weeks and just disappear on me. That's the reason for it. All right? There's no other reason for it. If you're a hardcore player, prove it. Get into the beta. Get the 3,000 tags. Show me you're active. Message me is the most important thing. And you might end up in our chat wall, which is very exclusive to only the top players in this alliance, which is pretty much almost every member in this alliance. Now, if you're at the bottom of this list and I see you're not gaining tags, which I have seen, the bottom 3 are not gaining tags, then I'm going to have to drop you eventually. You're going to have to go. Because as I said, it's not fair for the players that are on top. I'd rather pull players in. I will even pull players in if they're above 2,254, obviously. So if you got, say, 2,500, hit me up, man. We might have room for you, all right? So that's what's going on, man, with the Suicide Donkeys right now. We are pushing up number 1. Obviously, Stone Vengeance is now, wow, they're just, I don't know what they're doing. They're just pretty much target number 1. But they're really not a threat to us as standing because they're not going to catch up. They're just not going to do it. I mean, my guys are pulling 5K tags a day.